when I told my mom that I had a German boyfriend, she wasn't actually very excited about it. In fact, she was about to cry because the next sentence I said is, Mom, I had a German boyfriend and I'm going to Germany and live with him in 4 weeks. So yeah, it came as a shock to her. But it was a story of 5 years ago. Last month, I brought German boyfriend and my mom and my whole family on a trip. And after the trip, I think my mom fell in love with German boyfriend in a platonic way, you guys. She really, really liked him now. And in this video, we are going to review how German boyfriend slowly win over my very hard to please Vietnamese mom. Okay, so at first, I would like to give some context. When did we meet, honey? 2010.
2016?
Yep.
2010? You were 15 years at that time.
Me and German boyfriend met 9 years ago when I was 21, still in the university. And at that time, I don't think I have a very good relationship with my parents. It's not like a bad relationship. It's just like a very normal relationship where I don't tell my parents anything and they don't tell me anything. And we only ask each other what we eat in a day. So I don't really see any reason to like introduce German boyfriend and hear her saying like, he's a foreigner. Are you sure about this? I don't like this. You should stop dating. To be honest, it's just what I imagine. I don't know if she would say that in reality, but at that time, that's what I thought. So I decided not to tell her until 3 years later when I decided to move to Germany with German boyfriend.
Okay, I have something to say.
Yes.
Didn't you say that like that was her advice or like her command anyway? Like just bring him home and tell me about him if you're serious and you want to get married.
Yeah, kind of. But they obviously, I guess they would like to know if I'm dating as well. But they just handle it very poorly. So I just don't want to let them know. Like if I tell them I'm dating.
They didn't handle it at all because
I
they
know.
didn't tell.
But like in my imagination, when I tell them, at that time they were very controlling. It would probably like, I don't like that you have a foreign boyfriend for your Vietnamese. And then right at that time, my friend was dating a dude, which is like 300 kilometers away from their house. And his parents said, if he come to the house, I'm going to beat the shit out of him. Go and find someone 10 kilometers away. So I was like, okay, this is too much. I don't want to handle this stress right now. I don't even know if I want to end up with this guy, okay? Let me date first.
But she did.
Yes. So yeah, that's how it started. And then when I decided to tell my mom, it was when I already finished all of the document to go to Germany, all of the visa process. I already got accepted in a university. We figure out the money thingy as well. And then I told my mom that I'm gonna go so that she cannot stop me.
But the family was not completely clueless. Like, I mean, there were 2 sisters already knowing about us. Actually, your mom kind of knew already as well, because at one moment your niece sold us out because she didn't want to do chores. So she was like, okay, grandma, can you do the chores for me if I tell you a secret of Auntie Uyen?
Yeah, but like I think she knew very late. I think she knew like maximum 3 months before I left. But I officially told her 1 month before I left. And anyway.
I think actually at that point maybe it was also her choice to not know when your niece was dropping something already and then pretend not to know anything and wait for you to come with it by yourself.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, anyway, so I told her that I'm going to move to Germany and then I moved to Germany.
The next month.
And then I did not come back for 2 years because of coronavirus, the pandemic. I
mean, no one knew that.
Yeah, we cannot get home.
Like before she came, we even had like a bank account with emergency money so that she could buy a flight ticket if there's something happening or if she really wants to go and stuff. The problem was that there was just no flights.
Yeah, you're not allowed to come back to the country like at all. But yeah, anyway, so in those 2 years, I feel like the relationship with me and my mom got better. So I finally introduced her to German boyfriend via the phone. Do you remember the first call, honey?
Yeah, it was pretty awkward.
What did you do? Did you wave at her?
Yeah, we were waving at her and I was saying hello.
Mom can say hello.
Yeah, but I was also speaking a little Vietnamese.
Oh,
it's
really?
just that it was completely wrong, like I was using the wrong pronouns, I guess, or no pronouns, and I was definitely not using the polite at the end.
Yeah, I don't think she mind that. She's among with like many Vietnamese, just amazed that a Westerner can speak Vietnamese.
She's always doing that cute thing. Like whenever I say something Vietnamese, she's repeating it with the correct pronunciation and in a normal speed.
And yeah, basically we're just having like video call with my mom for 2 years, and German boyfriend show up very few. It was okay. She wasn't very into meeting and talking to German boyfriend anyway because they cannot. Online because they cannot really talk to each other.
We could just wave at each other.
Yeah,
but we were doing that from time to time.
But when the pandemic is over, I brought German boyfriend to my village for the first time. And for the only time, he has not come back. It was like a crazily hot summer. I think it was in July. It was like 45 degrees outside. I brought German boyfriend home.
But the beginning was very good because the beginning was just super hot and not humid at all.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I can stand this. And then 2 days later, when the humidity hit, I was like, oh, dying.
Honey, what was your first impression of my hometown and my house?
To be honest, I still don't know much about your hometown because you didn't let me out of the house much. But like, I really like your house.
Really?
Yeah. They have bats under the roof. I like it.
That's your favorite thing?
Yeah.
A lot of like...
And the garden is very nice.
We have a lot of lizards in the wall as well.
Geckos.
Gecko. We have a lot of gecko in the wall.
Also crazy giant spider.
Yeah. They're still there when I went back home last month. Like a lot of big spider.
Yeah, that was a crazy encounter. Like big as my palm, sitting on the door of our room, and I'm like, ooh.
But the thing is,
those crazy hunting spiders that move with light speed.
I think we are off track.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, what about the first interaction with my mom? How was it?
It was good. It was good. Like she made a very friendly impression, and then I was saying my sentences, and then she was understanding me. Yeah. I think it was definitely a better first encounter, like with your dad. Your dad seemed very awkward and disappeared for 2 days.
Yeah, my mom is way more sociable. But yeah, German boyfriend show up to the village. My mom appreciate the effort that he show up in the village, and she was just feeling very sorry for him because it was really hot and he starts sweating from the morning until the evening. And he has that like grumpy German face all the time because he was sweating, he was uncomfortable. He looked like he wanted to punch someone all the time. So mom was thinking like he must be miserable with the weather. He must be so angry. He must be so grumpy. And mom was really sad that he has to come and visit them during this time. And I was like, Mom, no, it's just his freaking face. He's always looking like that. He's probably dancing inside, I guess.
I was suffering from the weather, and so my face looked suffering. I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe put on a little bit of smiley face for Vietnamese, and when you look suffering in front of a Vietnamese, they take it personally, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, so the first trip, it was okay, but at one point my mom started to have a meltdown because she thought German boyfriend was like so unhappy here. And she's like, why did you bring him here and let him suffer? Next time, don't bring him then. He's just looking so suffer. It was okay, but he wasn't making like crazily good impression there.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Like your mom, she really wants to cook what everyone likes. And she found out that there is that food that I like. Like she's making a fish in tomato sauce and spring rolls and stuff, and I really, really love them. And I don't know. And once she found out that I love, for example, that fish, I got it for every meal because she wanted me to be happy, which is very cute. The thing is, just like when I was suffering there so much under the weather, I lost my appetite because I just wanted to eat something light like fruit. I really enjoy Vietnamese fruit, but like for her it was hurtful, I think, and I think this is the moment when she like had her meltdown.
He just didn't eat anything. He didn't eat. He just sit
lunch. The thing is, like, I tried to explain them right in the beginning that I usually skip lunch, but
they didn't get it. They're trying to be welcoming, so they've been cooking since the morning to the afternoon for him to eat, and he just sit there. Of course, my mom having a meltdown.
The thing is, it was also something pretty easy to solve, because when you told me about the whole meltdown thing and explained it and translated it and stuff for dinner, I was just eating the whole fish.
Aww.
And Mom was happy again.
Okay, so the first meeting wasn't that like mind-blowing for my mom. She wasn't that impressed with German boyfriend. But she had good feelings about him. She told me because she had been paying attention, and she noticed that German boyfriend always take care of himself and me. Like whenever we need to go somewhere, he's the one who pack everything for us. He was the one who always like being very careful with our stuff, making sure we don't forget anything, doing all of the logistic behind it. So instead of just letting me do everything, like running around, packing things, taking care of everything. So she's like, he's taking care of you and he's taking care of himself. And apparently she met enough men that doesn't know how to take care of himself with our woman. So she's like, he's legit. So she's already started liking you at that time, honey.
Yay. Yeah, I have to say your mom is a very good observer. Like she's looking everywhere, noticing everything, noticing odd things, noticing what's missing and stuff. No,
Yeah.
That is halfway even comprehending. Do you say that? Like her lack of the English language.
Yeah.
Like she gets a lot of just out of context without knowing words.
And the thing is, I mean, as a Vietnamese, I think she get used to people being very friendly when they talk with each other. And even she likes people who talk to her a lot and like just like butter her up and things like that. And German boyfriend, since he doesn't speak Vietnamese, and she didn't know, but even if he can speak Vietnamese, he doesn't know how to butter people up. He's just like super dry. So it was a bit hard to her to like getting used to him at first. So the next time of German boyfriend meeting my mom, she was in Laos taking care of my sister and her kids, and we were there to visit them. And we stayed there. And do you think, is there any change with the relationship between you and my mom at that time?
What I can say about the next time is that she was definitely more chilled around me. Like before, it was more like she was buzzing all the time and
making sure you're comfortable.
Exactly. And maybe because of what you said, like that she observed that I can take care about myself. Like if I need something, I will ask or I will get it by myself. Yeah. Maybe, it started already that she was a little bit more chilled about food as well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the thing is,
the big difference was in Australia. Then there she was really way more chilled about the food situation.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is the, what is it called? The way to like mom acceptance. When you start meeting her, you're just a guest, right? So she's trying her best to be polite and make you happy. And then slowly, she accepting you to the family, and then she start yelling at you, and then you know that you're in the family when you got yelled at. Did you get yelled at by mom yet?
She was ripping a trolley out of my hand on that trip. Like no, like it was a bag. Like she was literally ripping it out of my hand because she didn't want me to carry it. She wanted to carry it by herself. No.
I don't know, like although German boyfriend and my mom cannot really talk to each other, they have very like many sweet moments together. Like sometimes they do housework together, sometimes they just sit there and eat and chit-chatting about things with like broken Vietnamese, or when he asks me to translate, or like when he helps her to go shopping and stuff like that. And my mom, she noticed all of that. She liked that German boyfriend is very helpful, and like whenever she's struggling and then he noticed that, he's always trying to make her life easier. Every time he go to Vietnam, he makes sure to bring her gift as well. And she also liked that as well.
Oh yeah, something else that changed on that trip is the pronoun. Like that's when I started calling her mom, right?
Oh yeah.
Like the me.
But is there any benefits you could think of from having like a mother-in-law from a complete different culture like that? The good food?
Yeah, the good food, definitely. It's just that when she's more chilled about what I want to eat and what not, then everything is good. Yeah, and also let me decide when I don't want to eat something. Or like, I'm not talking about specific food. I'm just talking about like sometimes I'm just not hungry, so I don't want to eat something. And then, please let me do that. But she's really paying a lot of attention there. Like also this time while we were at the buffet at breakfast, she noticed I liked the fermented red rice with yogurt. And then the next day she already was standing next to me, bringing it to me.
That was really sweet.
But in general, she got way more cool about that.
Yeah.
One time we were eating and I already had eaten something on that day. It was when Uyen made me eat all of that German food. And then in the evening I was like, okay, I won't eat more now because that just results into gaining weight.
Yeah.
So I was sitting next to them while they were eating. And yeah, I told her that I don't want to eat anything anymore. And she just asked me 3 times to eat something and didn't force me to.
Exactly. She wasn't having a meltdown anymore.
Oh, like actually when we were in Australia, there was one moment where it was pretty close to, I don't know, apocalypse.
What?
Like that one evening, like they were trying really hard to ask me before what I like and everything and to cook for me. It was very sweet and I really enjoyed it. And then on that one day, it turned out that there was boiled chicken for dinner. And I really don't like it at all. Like, boiling a chicken is not my kind of...
The best way to eat chicken.
Yeah.
Just boil it.
Yeah, we have different opinions here. But it's completely fine because we were in Australia. There was a supermarket like 5 minutes away from where her sister lives. So I already bought like a lot of food for breakfast, for example, so that I can eat my own stuff there, where she wasn't bothering me at all this time, by the way. I could always have my cereals. Yeah.
One time she even tried the cereal because she was like, I want to know what is in this cereal that makes him eating this all the time. And she's like, nah,
don't like it.
I like it. This man is very hard to understand.
For me, it was very cool. I really liked it. Really liked my breakfast there. But yeah, so I was like, it's okay. I can, because I also bought some bread and some cheese and stuff. And I was like, okay, I can just make myself a bread in the evening and everything is good. But no, what reached her sister and her mom was like, okay, meltdown, emergency.
The thing is, because I don't know, somehow they have such a pressure when German boyfriend came because they want to be good host, but at the same time they don't know how to host a foreigner. So they just they thought that like what they're doing is like helping, but German boyfriend just doing the opposite. So they feel like he's sometimes because they're frustrated because he doesn't understand that they are putting effort in it and stuff like that. So at that evening, I think they were running around trying to find anything for you to eat because they didn't know you don't like boiled chicken. And that the whole dish was about boiled chicken that day. So it was like, he doesn't eat boiled chicken? Can he eat chicken feet then? If he doesn't eat chicken feet, what can we cook for him today? So they were digging the whole fridge, trying to find something to cook for you that day. And they were freaking out. And I told them like, no, he doesn't want to eat anything. Let him eat cereal. And then my mom and my sister started yelling with me because they started yelling at me because they was like, no.
And then I was sitting there with my bread. And then my mom was giving me pitiful looks. And I asked you to translate for her in Germany. I would eat the same thing now. So everything is good. It was just that, I don't know. Then something very interesting happened because on the next day, your mom was suddenly eating my bread that I bought. And I was like, is she eating the bread now so that I cannot eat it in the evening anymore?
What kind of conspiracy this, sir?
She even toasted it. And it was like, not a bread that should be toasted. There were raisins in it. So,
Is there any moment you noticed my mom started to soften with you?
About what?
Just you in general, getting used to you.
Yeah, I feel like she takes it more serious when I say something now. Like if I say no, then she's not trying to still make me eat it or do it or whatsoever. Because she thinks it's better for me. No, she just accepts it. Or also when I say I do something, then she's not trying to do it by herself because she thinks I cannot do it properly.
Yeah.
No, she lets me do it. No. Also, she's taking my help more often. Like in the beginning, when I tried to give her a hand, for example.
Yeah,
when
it was crazy in Australia. Oh my God, they were like boxing every single day. Like every time mom has something on her hand and German boyfriend want to help, like she's like, no, don't touch it, I can do it. And German boyfriend is like, but I want to help you, lady, it's heavy. Like every single day. And they went shopping a lot at that time. They were fighting for the trolley every single day. But like this trip, I noticed that as well. Like this trip, when my mom showed up at the train station, she has like a pretty heavy trolley. And German boyfriend said, let me carry the trolley. And she's like, okay, thank you. And then she just had like a tiny bag. And she's like, yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Also, when we got onto the plane and there was a big step out of the shuttle bus, and I gave her a hand so that she had something to hold. She also took it and got out of the train, out of the bus.
And she appreciated that a lot. Like she's like,
Really?
oh, yeah. She's like, oh, what a gentleman. He's really nice. Is there any super tense moment you had with my mom?
Well, the most tense moment was for sure on that first trip. Like when she said, like, why is he even here? Don't bring him anymore and stuff like that. But luckily that solved later. A moment that was pretty tense, what I didn't know about, was on the same trip when we were swimming with your nieces.
Yeah.
And I was in the water with the nieces and everything was pretty fine, actually. Just at one point, one of them wasn't listening to me and was going out further than she should. And apparently his mom went crazy on the shore. I was all the time like, I'm a good swimmer. Everything is good under control. I'm a big guy. 3 steps and I'm there and everything is fine. But his mom was going crazy on shore. Oh no, don't be so much out there. That's dangerous. Oh no, I'm going in. I will pull her out. Yeah.
She was, oh, you didn't see that. I wish I filmed that. It was like she started pulling her pants up to her like thigh. She was about to jump in.
And she doesn't know how to swim either.
The thing is, I feel like she did that because she haven't fully trust you yet. Like she don't know if you were there to taking care of the children or you just want to swim and enjoy that and don't care about the guy. And she just see the guy keep swimming around. So she was really worried and she wanted to jump in.
That was also a little bit of a cultural shock because afterwards I thought, like she will appreciate that I'm spending, and I really spend a lot of time with the kids, playing with them and stuff. I thought she would notice that, but no, it was more like the taking care about Uyen and taking care about myself.
Yeah, because I mean, as I already said, she already met so many incompetent men in her life, and she met so many women, she saw so many people, and herself sometimes as well have to do many things by herself and basically handle the whole family. So like when he sees that you were like at least always by myself, taking care of me and don't drink a lot even when people pressure you, she's like, wow. German boyfriend never get drunk at home. Or have you ever been drunk in front of my mom?
No.
Yep. German boyfriend have never been drunk in front of my mom, which is, as my mom consider, a victory. She appreciate that. I feel like after each trip, she started to warm up more to German boyfriend, although they still don't speak the same language. They still not manage to say one sentence alone with each other. What did you say?
We had a very deep conversation about Vietnamese banana.
I'm telling you guys, that is the only conversation they had in the last 5 years. And then every time German boyfriend met someone, he made sure to let everybody know that he was fluent in banana Vietnamese. It was crazy. But yeah, anyway, so they started to like being warm up more and more and more, and she stopped asking about German boyfriend all the time. Like before, when I first come here, she asked about him a lot because she was worried about me with him. But now she's like, yeah, he's good. Just let him do whatever he wants. And then this trip, we were traveling from Hanoi to Da Nang, Vietnam together. And it was a very nice trip. I feel like, cool. And I feel like you and my mom had like a very nice moment, my nice time together.
Yeah.
We
definitely had a good time together, yeah. I mean, also, the thing is, like, after the first trip, like, the dynamics was always different because on the first trip, like, she was the host. She was the boss of the place. And then already on the second time, like, we were at your sister's place. So, like, there was changed power level or something. And then on this trip, it was actually the coolest and most relaxed because we were both like traveling.
Yeah.
And
she just keep complaining about how expensive everything is. Sometimes it's like devastating to know that we have to pay so much for our coconut. She was so sad all the time.
But one time we explained her after the mangosteen was too expensive. We told her that is the price, the kilogram price of the mangosteen was the price for one mangosteen in Germany.
Yeah, the thing is like that. I think that is the only complaint she has with you this time. Like, he just keeps spending money. He spends so much money. Don't you want to save money? She always see like Westerners, specifically German. From what she learned from German boyfriend is that they don't really worry much about future and they don't have much saving like Vietnamese. And she always like, don't he has like any saving? Don't he save for the futures? Like, why he's traveling so much? Why he's doing so much stuff? Did he save anything for a down payment for a house yet and everything? Yeah. So I think that is the only criticism this time.
Okay. I can live with that.
No, really. You maybe tone down the money spending in front of my mom then. Pretend to complain about the price and then put the money back. She would appreciate that.
Okay.
My favorite moment of German boyfriend and my mom in this trip was when we were walking around the old quarter and it was really hot. So my mom says she wanted to have a paper fan. She wanted to buy a paper fan because she couldn't handle the heat anymore. And German boyfriend noticed that. She saw I was walking around and buying my mom a fan, and German boyfriend noticed that. And then the next day, he went to the supermarket and buy her an electronic fan, like a tiny one when you can like hang over your neck. And then there was 2 tiny fans blowing here all the time. And she was so touched by that. She was like, "Oh my God, he noticed that I was hot yesterday, and now he buy me a electronic fan. That was so sweet." She really, really, really loved that. And I was like, "Mom, welcome to the world of German boyfriend." Like, that is what I really like about German boyfriend. He pays a lot of attention to other people, and then if they need help or if he feels that he could improve their life by a tiny way, he would do that without like making a big deal out of it. He just do it and then he just give it to other people. That's really sweet. And I'm glad Mom have a little bit of experience with that now.
Thank you.
Normally I just tell her, but how could she know that, right? How could she? Now she experienced that. She know that it's true now.
Actually, my favorite memory is also a little bit about that thing, because on the last day, I noticed that suddenly your niece had it. And I was like, why does she have it now? Did she take it by herself? And I think your mom noticed that I was looking with a little bit of concern to your niece. So she went there and took it from her and hang it around her whole neck.
My poor niece!
No.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I don't want her to snitch it at the end.
Oh.
So snatch it, not snitch it.
Yeah. Like, talking about nieces, after this trip, all of us got stripped away from some stuff from them. They took away something from everybody.
Really?
Like, I lost all of the makeup stuff. Some of my sister lost the shirt. They take the hat. They take the sunscreen.
Okay.
The niece, they came here with empty bag, and after the trip, their bag was full.
It's like a mockingbird.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, she was asking for you guys to
Yeah.
buy her a lot of things, and when you were not willing to fill the bag like that,
Yeah.
she needed to take the matter.
Oh God, you guys, my niece is a teenagers now. Teenagers is just such a hard time to deal with. Like, they cry so much. They cry for like no reason. Sometimes you even know why they're crying. And then they make you feel so guilty that you make them cry. And you're trying to comfort them and it make them cry harder. It's like such a hard time to deal with. I just don't have the patience for it. German boyfriend is like, let her cry. Let her do it. Let life teach her a lesson. I mean, obviously, having a son-in-law from a complete culture and you don't speak the same language with each other is a challenge. But I actually see some benefits out of it too. Like, I feel like because you and my mom will never reach the stage of being very close with each other, which is sad, but at the same time, it eliminates a lot of fighting as well. Because I don't really feel like, I think my mom loves all of her sons-in-law, but I don't think she's as close to the sons-in-law as to us. I mean, she's still like just talking casually with them anyway. And I'm sure sometimes there's conflict as well. But like with German boyfriend, it's just happy time all the time because they don't understand each other. And I mean, she doesn't need to have conflict with him because if there's conflict, it should be me dealing with him. There's no need for any like family conflict there. So we eliminate all of that. Is there any benefit you could think of from this situation?
Yeah, like what you just said.
Yeah.
I mean, there cannot be any verbal fights about a deep topic where you have different... Yeah, but like actually, I don't think that would happen with me anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Germans are more used to discussing things, so maybe that could be actually resulting into a problem.
Because my mom just don't discuss things ever. If there's a, what is it called?
Different
conflict?
opinions. Yeah.
Either she wins immediately or we just fight like very nastily. That is like only two state, but it's never happened. It's barely happened. It's mostly just passive-aggressive angriness.
Okay.
So yeah, with German boyfriend come to discuss serious thing with her, it's going to be very, very hard.
So this was the inside of my mother-in-law relationship development.
Anyway, thank you, sir, for your input. Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode of our podcast, Culture Cuddle. I think we're going to end it here today, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Culture Cuddles is produced by Yilmaz Hummel for Uyen Ninh and her German husband-to-be. To submit your own story for the podcast, go to culturecuddles.com.